Hi everyone, it's Barry here from Mitosu. Thank you for joining me today, and thank you for joining me for this week's Fun Fold Friday video tutorial. Today I'm going to be creating a diorama card, and I'm going to be using the Latte Love Stamp Set right here, and I'm going to be pairing that with the Everyday Details dies, and also, I've forgotten the name of it already, it's a little Latte Designer Series paper, so that's what I'm going to be using to create this diorama card. So the card which I'm going to be doing is a case, so it was a case from a lovely lady called Verena. It was a card which we received as a swap in Rotterdam for our recent on-stage event which we had, which was this one right here. So this is what I'm going to show you how to create. And when we open it up, we've got this inside, and it's a nice little diorama card. So I've just popped my little spin on it for you, and obviously changed the stamp sets and so on, but that's what I'm going to create. So I reckon what we'll do is we will go camera down and let's have a little look at what we got. So do remember you can purchase your Stampin' Up goodies from us, so do head over to our website mitosukcrafts.com/shop, and you can order your Stampin' Up craft supplies from us via that link. So if you like anything you'll see me using today, or if you like anything in the catalogue or the online exclusives, do head over to that link and yeah, have a little shop or a little browse. So let's go through the measurements with the products which you're going to need. You're going to need some basic white thick, and I will give you the centimetres and in the inches. I will be working in inches for this project, but don't worry, I will pop all of the measurements down below in the description for you as well. So what you're going to need is you're going to need to have one piece here measuring 4 1/8 of an inch by 10.5 inches, or that's 10.5 centimetres by 26.5, and you're going to want to score this at 1 inch, 5 3/4 of an inch, and 9 7/8 of an inch, or that there is 2.5 centimetres, 14.6, or 25.1. You will also need another piece here measuring 4 1/8 of an inch by 5 3/8 of an inch, or 10.5 centimetres by 13.5, and you're going to want to score this at 5/8 of an inch on either side, so 5/8 of an inch here and then 5/8 of an inch here, or that there is 1.5 centimetres or 1.5 centimetres. Okay, so that's that. With some Designer Series paper, we have got the piece for the outside here, which is measuring 3 7/8 of an inch by 3 7/8 of an inch, or that is 9.8 by 9.8. And these three pieces are going to be for the inside of the card. So I'm measuring 3 15/16 by 3 3/4, and that's 10 by 9.5 centimetres. Another one measuring 3 15/16 by 3 15/16, 10 by 10 centimetres, and a final piece here which is a 4 by 4 or 10 by 10 centimetres. You would also need some scraps for some stamping as well. So that there is all you're going to need to create this project. First things first, we're going to take this one here. So I've already gone ahead and I've gone and scored this, and I'm just going to fold and burnish these pieces right now. Pop that to one side, we'll come back to that one in a moment. Grab the next piece and then fold and burnish these ones right here. And then what we're also going to do is we're going to grab the dies here, some of the Everyday Details. We basically want a nice circle die, and I'm loving these dies. And we're going to take the largest circle die which we've got here, and we are going to then run this through our cutting machine, and we're just going to basically cut an aperture out of this one right here. Hold on to this part because we will be using this piece as well. So now we've got this one right here. What we're going to do is we're going to just stick on some of the Designer Series paper. So the one which I'm going to be using is this piece right here, which is a 3 15/16 by 3 15/16 or 10 by 10. And then I'm going to stick this over the top of this one right here, but being careful not to stick any glue in the middle. So I'm going to pop my glue on the outside parts, gently kind of go around, and then like so, and then stick that down. This will make more sense in a moment. And then once that's stuck, what we're going to do is we are going to run this back through the machine again, set this die in the back side like this, and then we're going to then run that through to then cut this aperture out as well. I could have stuck the whole thing down and then cut it out in one, but I wanted to have the white piece. I didn't want to have any of the Designer Series paper on this part right here. So we'll just cut that one out, we'll just label that, inset that back in, just until it sits in quite nicely. Grab yourself a bit of tape just to hold it in place, and then run that through the machine. So I'm doing this on the back side here. And that there has now given me this lovely aperture with this designer series paper, and also giving me two pieces which I'm going to still use as well. So what we've got with this one here, that's done and done. Let's pop that to one side. Whilst we've got our dies going on here, we can take the next size down in the everyday details, and we're going to then pop that back in like this, and then we're going to run this through the machine again. And what that's gone and done is it's given us a piece which we're going to use for the inside of the card, but it's also given us this lovely aperture here, this double, obviously, edge aperture with these circles, I think, which is a really nice little addition to that. And what we're going to do is we just want to then stick this plain one over the top of this one here, and then this will be the topper for the front of the card. So a little bit of glue just gently in between those little dots. And then once you've done that, stick that on top of this. And then what you can do is you can also line up those circles as well, so you can see through them. Once we're going to bring these parts back over now I'm going to take this piece right here, the Calypso Coral piece, the 4x4, and we are going to stick this to the inside of this card, not the one which has got the 1-inch flap, but it's on the inside part where it's got the smallest flap, and we're going to stick that to the inside of this card. Okay, and then once you've done that, we're going to take this piece and we're going to pop some glue on the back here, and we're going to stick it to the inside parts, to this part of the card down here. And then just kind of butt that up against the spine, or the score mark which you've done, like so. Once that's done, then what we can do is we can add some glue on this smaller tab again right here, and then bring the whole thing over and then stick this piece to the front of that. We can then open this up, and that creates this lovely diorama. We can kind of manipulate this and then bend it that way and that way, so it works like so. And that there has created your diorama for this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to also stick this part down, and I'm actually going to stick the designer series paper in first, which is going to go on the inside of this one here, and then I'm going to stick this part down. So that's going to stick in like so, and then I'm going to pop some glue just on the edges right here like this, just a little bit of glue along here and a tiny little bit of glue along there, because I'm turning this into a gift card holder. So this is going to then fit like a credit card sized gift card, can go in there. You can pop some money in there if you wanted to, would work quite nicely. But that there is designed so that what you can do is you can then slide a gift card in down the bottom like that. So whilst I've got that part done and I'm working on that one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the sentiment from the stamp set here, and I'm going to go, this one's on me, because I thought this is perfect for gift cards. So we're going to take our memento. This one's on me because you're going to pop your gift card in there, and we're just going to stamp that in the center like that, and there we have it. Okay, so your gift card can go in like that. This one's on me with your gift card there. I think that's so that's my little extra take on this particular card. Then what we're going to do for the front is we are going to then just stick this piece down. And now it's time for a little bit of decoration in this. So I'm going to show you some techniques. So what I'm going to do is you are going to want to just put that to one side, and you're going to want to stamp your cup, your mug, down like this. You're going to then want to then colour this in, and then you're going to want to then cut this out, and that there is what we've done. We've cut it out. So I've used here Calypso Coral on this, and I stamped the top of the coffee is actually done in, there's only one colour really which you can use for this, I reckon, which is Early Espresso, which is just made for this particular set. And we will then just stamp the Early Espresso on the top. Sorry, my head's just going to sneak in ever so slightly. You pop your Early Espresso, and then I've gone ahead and I've gone and coloured that in the Calypso Coral to make this lovely little mug right here. But you'll notice that I've only got one cup like this, so I need another cup which is like that. And there's only one way to do this that I know of, and I'm going to show you that technique right now. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to take yourself a silicone craft sheet, this one right here. You're going to want to then grab your memento, and you're going to want to then ink this up like so. Stamp it onto your silicone craft sheet like this, and then you're going to then want to grab yourself your paper, and you're going to then want to then pop that down, and then run your fingers over the top of this. And then what you've got now is you have got the mirror image of your cup. So if you wanted to make 2 cups, like I've gone and done here, and I've gone ahead and I've gone and coloured this one in and fussy cut this out. So if you wanted to do 2 cups so they're like this, then you want to have yourself a silicone craft sheet, and you want to do that, stamp onto it, and then press your paper in, which will then give you a lovely mirror image of what you've got. So that's a really, really good little technique which we've got to show you right there. One which I forget to use all the time, and yeah, it's perfect. So that's that. Take this piece here, which was a circle which we got from the offcut of this one, okay, and then I'm just going to then stick these on like so, like that, on that circle. So we've got 2 coffee cups because this drink is on me. So you're going to go out with somebody you're going to go out with a friend and have a nice cup of coffee, and then we will then stick this to the inside of this one. So I'm going to stick mine on by using dimensionals like that, and then we can then position this on the inside like so, centrally in that circle. So there we go. You need to get over the top of it to then position that in place, and then you can then pop your coffee cups on the inside there. So that's going to be quite nice. We've got that. We open up. We've got this one's on me, and you've got your lovely little coffee cups on the side. So I think it's quite self-explanatory that we're going to go out for a nice little cup of coffee. So that there is the inside of the card. Now for the decoration on the outside, we're going to take this part which we prepared earlier on, pop some glue all the way around this, and we will then stick this centrally on here like that. And I'm also going to then stamp the coffee top, the foamy bit, which you would have here. I'm going to just stamp this onto, using some crumb cake, onto some basic whites. And what I'm going to do is I would use the smallest circle here. This one right here works lovely with this one, and then you can then go ahead and die cut that one out like that. Once you've gone ahead and done that, then you will then be left with this one right here, which has got this lovely little stitching around it as well. So it's just a nice little detail which we've got. And then we will then just take another dimensional, and then we will just pop this kind of towards the top half, like so, like that. And then I'm going to grab myself another piece of paper. I'm going to die cut using the rectangle from the Everyday Details. Then I'll grab my sentiments and then stamp this down. and it fits in that sentiment. It fits in that die cut really, really well. Okay, so let's put my lid back on that. And then to finish this up, what we will do is we will grab another dimensional or two, and I will pop this either side like that, and like that. And then that then can then be popped on centrally over the top, and there we have it. That there is ready for a gift card to go on the inside like that, and we got ourselves a nice little card. So this stands up, can either stand up like this as well, it can stand up this way, or you can display it like that. Okay, so that you may just need to manipulate that a little bit there, so that one then will go up, and then you can stand up so that the gift card's on display, and then that diorama part which you've got there is also on display. And that there is my take on the diorama card, which we received as a swap from Rotterdam for our on-stage event. That just turns it into a gift card down the bottom down there. As soon as I saw this one's on me, it just needed to be a gift card really, didn't it? What do you think? Have you liked it? Give us a thumbs up if you do. So, thank you so much for watching. As I just mentioned just a second ago, I hope you've enjoyed that video and you were able to follow along. Do remember the measurements can be found down below in the description. I will pop those down there for you so you can reference those if you want to make this yourself. And there's Suki. So, yeah. I think we'll say goodbye. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you again for our regular lives on Sunday and Wednesdays at 7 PM. So if you want to come along and chat to us live, then please do. But yeah, we will see you again very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Take care for now. Have a great day. See you later. Bye bye.